So Coca-Cola changed its business from Coke, Coke to some other drinks where it finds that only one brand is not enough to exist in the business. Okay, then coming to the speed of change. Sometimes it is compulsory to change, very urgency, degree of support, amount and complexity of change, competitive environment, knowledge and skills available, financial and other resources. These are the criteria to consider the change. So it is urgency to change, then support is required to change, and amount of complexity of change, competitive environment, knowledge and skills, financial and other resources are made to change. So now very important aspect which we are going to understand, that is resistance to change. Efforts to block new ways of doing things. Resistance in the sense, efforts to block new way of things. Okay, means people don't accept the change. They will oppose the change. Those are four factors. One is individual resistance, group resistance, organizational resistance. And what is individual resistance? Below are stated some reasons why people resist the changes. One is economic factors. People presently and resisting the change of system because they come to know that their financial benefits are reduced. Okay, you may be understood about it, I think. Okay. So, due to this change, they may be affected financially. Habits, their habits may be affected. Insecurity, due to whenever the computers were introduced in the office, then people come to conclusion that then it will be a threat to the present employees who don't know about computers, and they may be removed if they are not able to learn the technology. Lack of communication. Properly, you are not informed what exactly the change is going to take place, then people will resist. And the extent of change, psychological factors, and another one is social factors. Sometimes social factors also possible to resist the change. Then coming to the group resistance. Most organization changes have impact on formal groups in the organization. The main reason why the groups resist change is that they fear their cohesiveness or existence is threatened by it. Transfers. One of the reason is transfer, and one more reason may be they may their friendship may be, or their relations may be, or their work may be affected if the one of the person or two of the people of their group were transferred or shifted to some other company. Okay, that is called group change resistance. And the next one is organizational resistance. Means the change is resisted at the level of organization itself. Some organizations are so designed that they resist new ideas. This is especially true in case of organizations which are conservative in nature. Majority of the business firm are also resistant to changes. The major reasons for the organization resistance are threat to power. Okay, when you allow the companies to go for such things, then they will become leaders. Then later they may rule us. That's why don't accept the proposal given by such companies. Group inertia, organization structure may be changed, threat to specialization, and resource constraints, and the sunk cost, which we cannot find. Okay, these are the so minimizing the resistance to change. So people will oppose the change. That resistance will be minimizing. We have to minimize. What are the tools we have to use when we would like to minimize the change? The first important tool is communication. High priority and first strategy for change. Okay, so to brought the change, to resist the change, communication is the very important factor. First, that's why either GO or either any change is going to come. First, the small information will be come out. Then they will inject into the mindset of the people, and later somebody, a group of people will clarify. Nothing will be happen. They will pacify the people as well as they will give information about the new changes which are going to take place. And at a time when it comes, automatically they will introduce the change in the organization. So strategically they communicated what is the change they are going to bring, who are affected, how they are affected, if they are affected, what is the advantage to the society, what is the disadvantages to them. Everything will be informed in very clear and true, transparent way, and to set or prepare the people towards the change. Communication is the very important. So reduces uncertainty, fear of unknown problems, time consuming and costly. Then the second one, the second factor in minimization is training. Yes, we introduced computers. People are making dharnas and people are objecting, and some people are highly threatening. Don't introduce the computers. At any cost, we introduce the computers. Now, how to use the computer? We have to provide training. So there's new knowledge and skills. We make them into groups and we provide training, coaching, and helps break old routines and adopt new roles. Hey, earlier, people are addicted to use typing machines, and where there is a possibility of editing, deleting, that is not possible. But the system before computers system run properly with that only typewriters only. But after computers were introduced, there were no typewriters. So old routine were break and new roles were brought. Problems are potentially time consuming and costly. Yes. So we have to train the people who are required such skills. It is a time consuming. Okay. Then coming to the employee involvement. So people, those who are work group are there, you made them involved in policy making and they understand about that one, and automatically they will they felt that ownership, they feel as a ownership and accept the change. Helps saving face and reducing fear of unknown, includes task forces, such conferences, problems time consuming and potential conflict. So, to minimize the resistance, the tool which we have to use is communication, training, and involve the employees. And another one is stress management. When communication, training, and involvement do not resolve stress and do not resolve stress, potential benefits are more motivation to change, less fear of unknown, fewer direct costs. So we have to handle the stress with the people, those who are unable to accept the change and resist the change. It is does not help everyone. We can't say everybody feel stress. Negotiations. When people clearly lose something and won't otherwise support a change, then we have to negotiate with them. People, those who are would like to give the lands to the government, they don't accept. That's why government will increase the price of the land which to be procured, and they will fix a price via media. Okay, so negotiations. Then another one is coercion, and now that is overall about the OC, organizational change. Next new concept which we are going to understand is OD, organizational development. A planned organization wide continuous process designed to improve communication, problem solving, learning through the application of behavioral science knowledge is called as a organizational development. So in the organizational development, we have planned change, long range of change, problem solving, team building, and feedback. Okay. What is organization development model? Okay. Diagnose the situation first, then introduction of interventions, progress monitoring. Then automatically it will feedback will help in all three levels. First situation is diagnosed, and we intervene into that. Next progress is monitored. Intervention, how the intervention is taking place. Two techniques. One is relationship technique, and one is the structural techniques. In relationship technique, T group training, that is team building survey feedback. T group training, team building, survey and feedback. So we adopt a team, and we will organize them to work for the organization, which leads to development. Then structural techniques are job redesign, MBO, management by objectives, supplemental organizational process. So when organization development is redesign, job redesign, old rule will be changed to the new rules, new process or procedure, and organizational process may also change that. Relationship techniques are T group training, team building, and survey feedback. So, structural techniques are job redesign, MBO, and supplemental organizational process. Okay, students, thank you. Thank you very much for this OC and OD. OC stands for organizational change, OD stands for organizational development. Okay, so this is having two videos, one and two. Please go. Thank you, students. Bye.